see a participant from last year's playoffs, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will come out first. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. There he goes. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got a man. It's Bargaba. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him. You know, these linebackers have to be so good at zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So Wisconsin's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On hits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on a nice pickup there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming out.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Wants to throw on first down. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect D, that's a nice job.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed. and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan.
Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. We talked a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the catch! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short.
And they catch it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. On the move and looking deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Finally brought down the run play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And you're able to get him on the ground.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got his man on the right, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry up. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. As he goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely falls on the shoulder.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Badgers send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And just a great job by the defensive inside. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets the back moving. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Caught behind the line. It's Peters. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Got grays and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't have it. Lots of bodies in the box.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Michigan Wolverines will take over.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Lets it fly. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Peters. He has the first and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Michigan's long-head defense is built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
The Badgers decide to run it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on the 2nd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Got a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
Wisconsin.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it in the big tight end.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A bit frustrating you missed that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Bargava. Breaks into the open, and he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, few rivalries west of the Mississippi mean more than the war for Utah, BYU and Utah, and it's just gone final. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Wade. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the bounce.
They'll immediately call timeout. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Touchdown, Badger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all shoot.